friends and fellow VEDSies. I have some exciting news to share with you. So I'm doing a thing, and by a thing, I mean a novel. I know. Yeah, I've never really been an original fiction person. Not that I dislike original fiction, but I've never particularly enjoyed writing it, and I definitely have a harder time getting into it than fan fiction because, you know, it's easier when you already love the characters. But I did the thing. Well, I'm doing the thing. It's not nearly done yet. It's maybe a quarter of the way through. So, the DM of my one campaign, the other campaign where it's not Caleb, posed the question of what the characters would be like as merpeople. And we had a lot of fun trying to figure that out and figure out what that would be like. And we came to an interesting parallel. We know that in mythology, Selkies are often portrayed in stories about husbands that are controlling and abusive and cruel to their wives. They take their pelts away so they can't escape, and either they run away or they live their lives miserably. And then, you know, what happens if it's not a husband and a wife? What happens if it's parents and children? And that really got me thinking, because we were talking about my character, Brina. She's adopted, and her parents are very protective and very controlling and very bad at being parents. And that idea of a Selkie, but in that sort of sheltered, controlled parental environment, was intriguing. So I started writing mermaid AUs for our characters, because that's what we do with everything. What if they were criminals? 1920s gangster movie AU. What if they were college students? Dear God, the college AU is massive at this point. What if in the college AU there was a fake dating AU? That's actually a real thing that we have. And so it started off as just ideas in that universe, you know, just a couple scenes. But I really liked it, and I wanted other people to see it. And I knew nobody else would read it if it was about Brina. And so I started writing a novel. The working title is The Selkie of Salisbury K, spelled K-E-Y but pronounced K-A-Y. I don't know why that word is like that. And it's the story of this young girl, Gwen, and she gets very ill and nobody knows why, and her already controlling parents really just, she can barely go outside, she can barely leave her room. How much of that is the illness, how much of that is the parents, you know. But, you know, she's just miserable and just withering away. And from her window, she can see this cove that is blocked from most of the island by a lighthouse, but she's really high up. And so from her window, she can see this cove, and there's two other kids about her age who go there all the time. And so she goes and she meets them. Their names are Fen and Daria. And she asks them for help to figure out what the heck is wrong with her. And so the story is about uncovering the mystery of what is wrong with Gwen and why she's so sick. And it's about the idea of the Selkie and how this is a creature, mythologically speaking, a being that is very flighty and, you know, people try to pin them down, but, you know, they want to be everywhere. They want to be able to explore and be free. And the idea of that innate yearning combined with loyalty and love for loved ones, and also really, really unhealthy family dynamics. And that's sort of what it is. I don't want to say much more than that, but that's the general premise. So why am I telling you guys now? Well, it's not that late into VEDS. I feel like this is a pretty reasonable date. But also, last night I hit 20,000 words, which, you know, I didn't think would ever happen. I thought I would get bored eventually and that I would stop writing. And there have definitely been a couple, you know, weeks where I've been busy or just had a rough time, and it's like I got 20 words out in a whole week. But, you know, I'm making my way through it. I started in June and it is early September and I've got 20,000 words and I'm about a quarter of the way through the story, I'd say. I'm in the beginning of Act 2, establishing sort of the new normal now that certain secrets have been revealed and, you know, things had to be adjusted. Yeah, I'm just really excited about it, and I figured that if anyone would appreciate, it'd be you guys. All right, my friends and fellow VEDSies, I'll see you tomorrow.